say, you are the best. Yeah, tell your partner, say, you are the best. It's not an easy job at all. It is not, right? Yeah. Just now, any of you feel so nervous? If you do, please raise your hand. Yeah, good. Why you? You are the judge. Okay, and are you nervous now? I mean, waiting for the final result. Yeah. We will have the first prize and the second prize and the third prize and also some honorable award. Okay? So, anyone think that you will get the first prize, please raise your hand. No? Good. Yes, okay, good. And now we are going to start our honorable mentions. Okay, great. And do you want to announce? Not yet? Okay. Because we need to invite our chief of judge to say something and to tell us about what his expectation to all of you. Yeah, board of judge. And so let's welcome Taylor. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like I need who's like leaning on something when I talk.
Did you see this shirt? The
so-
TMU genius.
So TMU has adopted me as an honorary student. So now in the future I'm going to say, I won the Hult Prize from TMU. And no, actually, you know what the idea was? So I spent all day asking you guys really tough questions.
Yeah.
So I thought if I put on a TMU sweater, you'd all like me more now. So that was really amazing. Honestly, the fact that so many of you are freshmen or juniors or even seniors, undergrad students, and you've been brave enough to come and build a business and present it to us and sit up and answer our questions, and really, it's so inspiring. I, as an undergrad, never would have done that in a million years. I mean, I could barely do it as an MBA student after I'd already worked and created a business myself. I mean, this is really hard, and you guys have done a really incredible job. I guess, I'll say a little bit about our journey, Jesse and I in building impact. Some of you were here for the info session 3 days ago, so you probably already heard my speech, basically. You heard a longer version of my speech. But, we entered Hult Prize in 2015. We had a couple of our classmates come and say, hey, do you want to join our Hult Prize team? It'll be fun. Maybe we get a chance to go to the regionals. They wanted to go to Dubai just so they could see Dubai. And I said, sure, I'll join the Hult Prize team, whatever. I had a reputation in class as being very outspoken, very loud, very arrogant, and they thought somebody like that on their team to answer judge questions would be really good. So that's why they invited me. And they said, yeah, the topic in our year, it's education. It's how to build schools in urban slums in the developing world. And I said, I don't know anything about that. I'm from Canada. I have a background in finance and philosophy. I've never done education a day in my life. But I like a challenge, and so I joined, and we spent an incredible amount of time on our Hult Prize project. At the university round, at the regionals round, we just, to be honest, spent more time than everybody else. And I think the judges were just forced to give it to us because every time that we presented, it looked like we were just dedicating our lives to this thing, and it shows, right? And we actually, to tell you guys this, we lost in the regionals. We won at NCCU, and we got to go to the regionals to go to Dubai. Actually, I didn't even get to go to Dubai. I had a passport problem at the last minute, so my team got to go to Dubai without me to present in the regionals. I was sitting at home, very sad actually. I remember I was so depressed, I went out and got drunk by myself. Because seriously, I was sitting there oh, I can't believe I'm not there, because I had poured, hundreds of hours into this thing. And so we actually lost in Dubai. We came in second out of, there was 50 odd teams in the Dubai regionals. We came in second, and we thought it was all over for us. We thought that was our last chance. The great thing about the Hult Prize, and what I want to encourage you guys to do tonight, is it's never over. Even if you don't win here tonight, there's always the opportunity for any team who presented to get into the regionals anyways. All you have to do, just literally come talk to us. let's get your pitch a little bit better, let's get your business a little bit better, and then we can refer you directly to the regionals. So the person who wins tonight will get a guaranteed spot in the regionals, but anybody else, come talk to us, we can try to help you get in. You know, we just need to see that, the progress, right? So we lost in the regionals, and we all went home and we were sad. And then Hult Prize announced a wild card round. They said, there's one more team that's going to get to go to the finals. You have to do a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. So we launched a crowdfunding campaign. We raised about $60,000 US to build our first 2 schools on Indiegogo. All our friends we harassed to give us money, and our parents and all our teachers at NCCU, just everybody we knew, we said, you gotta give us money because the more money we raise, the more chances we have of going to the finals. And we ended up winning. We crowdfunded the most money. And what we actually did is we got to go to the accelerator, 6 teams got to go to the accelerator in Boston, and then we spent the whole summer actually building our first school, which for me was really just an absolutely life-changing experience as a Canadian who grew up in a really safe place, a really kind of wealthy place with a great family, and I got a great education. We went to El Salvador, it's one of the poorest countries in the world, one of the most dangerous, to build our first school. We spent about a month and a half doing it, and like the first day of class, we just opened the school at the end of the summer, and we were going to go right after New York to pitch in the Hult Prize finals. And standing in our classroom that we had built with 20 kids out of one of the poorest communities in the world, getting an education, being safe with their peers and a teacher, was just, for me, the day that I knew I couldn't do anything else with my life, honestly. Like it was just, I couldn't spend another day not trying to use my time to help people. And that was the kind of the moment. So, just incredible. I mean, social enterprise is such a cool thing because the promise of social enterprise is you can have a career, you can build a business, and that business will help people forever. As long as it runs, the business will change lives. And that's what you will be responsible for. So we went to New York, we pitched, we won the $1 million, which was absolutely incredible. We showed up to New York. Some of you might have seen our finals pitch. And our pitch was basically, look at the school we built, look at the kids inside, look how happy they are, we can do more of this. You know, it was real, it was happening. And the judges just had to give it to us because of course, we went and built a school. And we said, well, we can just build 100 more schools. So, it was, that's why, but actually, I love telling the story. Some of you guys, I think, might have been kind of discouraged by our questions, maybe thinking that in some ways, like, we thought your idea was bad. Or that, most of your ideas were bad, but not in a bad way, not in a judgmental way. I was sitting on stage at the Hult Prize, holding $1 million check, standing beside Bill Clinton. And I knew the idea that I just pitched was never gonna work. I knew it was a bad idea. So I had to wake up the next day and figure out how to turn $1 million into a company when I didn't even have a company. I needed to come up with a new idea. And over the last 5 years, Jesse and I have spent building Impact Coffee. We've had 50 bad ideas. Probably had more than that. All your ideas they're just ideas. You gotta try them, and if they work, you continue, and if they don't work, you throw them away, you come up with a new one. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to help people. And bad ideas don't help people. Good ideas help people. So you gotta wake up every day and test what you're doing, figure out what works, figure out what doesn't work, throw out the stuff that doesn't work, and keep going. And by the time you know it, you'll have a business that is paying your salary, maybe. Jesse and I are still waiting to have our salaries paid by our business, but it's not really what's up. And you're changing lives, right? So don't be discouraged by hard questions, right? Hard questions are just the start of the journey. When we look back, every serious bit of progress we made was because of a hard question or a failure or something we didn't succeed at. Progress never comes from success, it only ever comes from failure. So don't take not winning here today as a reason to not continue. Not winning today here will get you farther than if you won, honestly. We won the Hult Prize because we lost the regionals. If we had won the regionals and we were kind of arrogant and we thought we would have put in less work and we would not have won. We only won ultimately because we lost. So take losing as a badge of honor and just a reason to keep going and improve. So that's, I think, my remarks. Why don't we announce some winners? Are we going to do some honorable mentions first?
So you have the first honorable mentions.
Do you have the list of honorable mentions?
I do.
Can I have them? Because I don't really remember.
So we're going to invite honorable mentions of speech.
Yes.
Your other
So we've got 5 honorable mentions, and I'll just say them in no particular order. Number 1 is love bites.
Top 5.
All right. So sad. Number 2 is good food. And number 3 is one other.
Okay, together, yeah.
Okay, so why don't we'll say it all.
Together?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
So number 3 is elder care. Honorable mention.